Hey everybody, Pop Culture Junkie here. Today I'm doing a review for a brand new pro wrestling subscription box. This is Prowrestling Loot. You can go to prowrestlingloot.com or go to their Facebook page and check them out. They are a brand new subscription company, and if you've seen my other videos, you know I've been receiving boxes for other wrestling related subscription boxes. Saw this one online and just had to give them a try and see how they do because I love pro wrestling. Been watching it for almost 30 years now and can't get enough of it. We've had our highs and lows, but you stay true. Anyways, Prowrestling Loot is a new subscription box. It goes for $17.99 per month, and they have yet, they're a brand new company, we'll give them a little credit. They've yet to have any kind of theme or tips or hints on what might be in their boxes. So there was just a Prowrestling Loot advertisement, not a, hey, we're guaranteed to have this, hey, you might find this, etc. So all it says on their site right now is it is pro wrestling and lucha libre related items. So let's crack it open, see what we got, and see how they did. Alright. First off, what I like is they provide, and I don't want to do spoilers, obviously, but they do provide a little cheat sheet card here that tells you everything that's in the box. Okay, we're not going to do spoilers. Nope, don't like that. But they do give you a little cheat sheet, so if you don't know what everything in the box is, it is on the little sheet there, so that's good. If you've seen my other videos, you know I like boxes that do that because everyone's not a junkie with this stuff like I am. Everyone doesn't know everything about everything or a little bit about everything. So you got to know something about what your item are related to. And how do you do that? Provide your people with little information. All right. First thing I see here is a officially licensed WrestleMania 31, even though they got the little play button. For whatever reason, we don't want to number manias anymore. But it's a drink koozie, red with the WrestleMania logo. Got the official WWF, or WWE, logo. Got a tag on the back saying red koozie, $5. So apparently this is a $5 item. So $17.99 for the box. Take away $5. We're down to $12.99 still. Let's see if we got $12.99 worth of stuff in here still. But a drink koozie, it's cool. It's good that it's a WWF item. But raise your hand. Who actually uses these? My drink doesn't have time to get warm before I finish it. So not something I'm going to really use. But we'll see. Okay. Next we got two DVDs. We got World Wrestling Network and ROH present Full Impact Pro 2 events. We have X Factor and Fallout. And on the front and center, we've got X-Pac, Sean Waltman, 123 Kid, however you want to refer to him. So we have two pay-per-view, basically, shows or events. And X-Pac is in the main events of both. We also got Colt Cabana, Austin Aries, Jimmy Rave. So we got a few names in here. Tony Marmaluke. So got some names. And it's presented by Ring of Honor, so that's nice. But I've never actually seen these shows, so this will be new. And hopefully we see some good wrestling, actual wrestling. But it says, episode 22 and 23. So this might actually be not necessarily a pay-per-view, but maybe more of a show that they do weekly or monthly. Okay. So we got two shows in one on one DVD. And we've got SoCal Pro Wrestling New Year's Retribution main event lumberjack match. Assuming for their world title, but California's premier wrestling company. We got, took place Saturday night, January 10th, 2015. Okay, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on the card. And this is independent wrestling, which I love independent wrestling. You see things you never see on the mainstream, as in WWE, WWF. So that's cool. Okay. Honestly, you could probably find these DVDs for, maybe the $5 bin at your local big box store. So, okay. So we'll say we're up to, they said $5 for this. Honestly, I can go to a lot of stores and find koozies for $1. The extra 4 would just be because it's licensed by WWE and it's got the WrestleMania logo. But so we're gonna say $10 for the two combined, and then We're up to 15 roughly, if you still want to give full price on that koozie. So, okay. Let's see, what else we got in here? We have stuff flying around. There we go. Okay. We've got a little button. I think every single subscription box is required to have a button. I mean, every box I get has some kind of button. Alright, we got black with yellow polka dots, which is a nice little tribute to the passing of the late great American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who sadly just passed away a few weeks back. So that's a nice little tribute there. Little button, pin. Okay. So we got that. Next we have, okay, this is a unique item. This one is unique. Now, we've had other boxes where we get a pop, we get a wrestling figure from Mattel or from, say, Hasbro, etc. This is unique because it's a wrestling figure, but it's not a licensed WWF or any wrestling company figure. It is the Simpsons Bret the Hitman Hart figure from when he did an appearance on an episode in 1997. That's pretty cool. That's a unique item to have. And I've honestly been wanting to buy this for a while. Just never got around to it, and now I have no excuse. I mean, it's getting to be a trend with some of these boxes. I'm getting things that I was going to buy, just never got around to it, and now I have it. So that's a cool sign on some of these boxes. Okay, so might not be everyone's cup of tea as far as like a Simpsons. Maybe not a Simpsons fan, but it's Bret the Hitman Hart. It's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So I'm digging it. Okay, last item. We're down to the last item already. So box is empty. Let's throw that aside. And we have a drawing of CM Punk with his ice cream bar, and it is autographed by the artist Gary Yap. So we have a drawing to frame on our walls. It's nice. Got a cardboard backing to it, so it stays neat. Okay. I like this. I mean, I was a big CM Punk fan, especially in the last few years. I'm still a fan of his. I'm looking forward to see what he can do in the Octagon. But yeah, I think this would have been sweet to have a few years back when he was really riding high. And if you're not familiar why he's got an ice cream bar, he did a thing where when he was really, really going strong a few years back, his little catchphrase he started saying was, "Where's my ice cream bar? Where's my endorsements, etc." And the ice cream bars, if you're not familiar, real quick, let's go back in time. Back in like 90, 91, they started doing these WWF ice cream bars. You could maybe find them at your grocery store, or only chance you'd really find them was an ice cream truck that would drive through your neighborhood. It was a little square box that would come in, different than regular popsicles and such. Come in a rectangle box, and it would have the cookie on the outside, ice cream sandwich style ice cream, and then a chocolate back. And it'd come on a stick, so it's like an ice cream sandwich on a stick almost. But it would have these types of drawings or pattern put on the cookie, and it would be your favorite wrestler, like Hogan or Andre, Mr. Perfect, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, anybody that was hot back then. That's who they would put on the ice cream bars. And then inside the box was really sweet, was you would get a wrestling trading card that you could only get in those boxes. And those are actually kind of hard to find because a lot of them got damaged because they're inside of a ice cream package that can get messy and dirty. So if you have any of those cards, hang on to them. They're actually quite valuable. All right, so we got a drawing from an artist I have never heard of. The little cheat sheet card now we mentioned at the beginning of the video. It says signed by award-winning Simpsons artist Gary Yap. So I'm assuming he worked on The Simpsons. At least that's what our cheat sheet here is saying. So, okay, so we have a famous drawing, or a famous, or drawing done by somebody famous. Okay. Alright guys, well let's look at the rundown. What we got here? We've got 2 DVDs, we got a Dusty Rhodes button, red koozie, drawing with an autograph, and then a Bret the Hitman Hart Simpsons figure. Is this worth $17.99 to you? Leave me some messages and comments down below and share your thoughts. I think it's a good start for the first box. I think I would have gone with something different than these, if possible, if they had access to it. I realize $17.99 is pretty cheap, actually, to still get a couple of DVDs and such. But like I said, this would be like a $10 value at max that I could find if I wanted to buy them. Would I buy these if I just saw them for $5 each? Probably not. I'm a fan of X-Pac, but the others I'm not that big a fan of, or as knowledged as well. So I don't know. Anyways, the beer drink koozie I would pass on because, again, I mean, who has time to put that on their drink and worry about their drink getting warm before they finish it? Button is nice. It's a little small, but it is nice that they chose this. They could have just picked a random wrestler face, but I like that. The drawing, I'm going to make a pass on. I like CM Punk and everything, but I'd rather have it be signed by CM Punk, not an artist I don't really know. The top winner for this box for me is the figure, because Bret Hart is one of my favorites of all time. Had the pleasure of meeting him a couple years ago. One of the nicest guys you'll meet. And I love Simpsons, so it's a win-win. Alright, so here's a little cheat sheet for you, so you can see everything on here. Gives you a breakdown. It's got their information. Kind of goes slow so you guys can see that. Okay. So, just want to state, I don't work for Loot Crate, Wrestling Loot, none of these boxes. I do all these videos just because I like what I do. So, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. If you want to leave some comments and have some conversation on the stuff I got here, leave me messages or send some comments down below. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I've got more videos out there that I've made before, and I'll be making very shortly too. So look out for those. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your devotion, and I appreciate the feedback and the subscribers. So appreciate that, and as long as you keep watching, I'll keep making them. All right, Pop Culture Junkie signing out.